After an incredible performance by John Florence, it's time to get back into it. The Vans World Cup of Surfing rolls on into round 3, heat 9. We got more world champions coming up. Gabriel Medina going up against Nathan Florence, O'Neal Massin, and Bino Lopes. This is a stacked super heat yet again.
Stepping stone that we had been talking about this morning's show, and the morning show, it's a great opportunity for him.
And here he goes. O'Neal Massin having a little bit of difficulty with the opening turn. He gets right back at it. Similar second turn. Kind of stuck up in the top lip, but then he goes straight into a nice closeout snap. Finishes with a solid second snap on that inside section. Right behind him, Gabriel Medina with a blistering backhand whip. Throwing so much spray, finishing up under the lip. An incredible snap for Gabriel Medina. Wasting no time, gets right back at it. Now Nathan Florence, another Vans team rider, big wave specialist, tube hunter extraordinaire. Also, this guy has got some undercover air skills up there with the best of them.
You know what's cool too about what Nathan's kind of brought to John surfing is stronger and fit, and I think that's influenced John in order to get him going to the gym a bit more and helping him win that world title. This is that turn you're talking about. Look at that, off the bottom, just right in the hook.
He liked it. You see how he rode out. That's confidence.
And a good start for Gabriel Medina. Take a look at O'Neal's first wave here. In that first turn, he had to kind of drive through it, putting that rail in the water. Second turn, kind of similar, just a little hitch in the rails, but this one, beautiful carve off that lip, and then again connects with it. So the two turns at the end were solid. He made up for those little stuffs at the end, and now Nathan Florence with a bit of foam on the face, but he still gets a nice turn done. So hard to do when you've got all those bubbles. And he keeps the control. So a good exchange here for the very start of this heat. To see all these guys put some numbers up.
Wow, he made a lot.
No, if you're in a situation where you break your board, you can get a ski, it'll get you to the channel.
Live action, Nate Florence. Nice opening carve, straight back into the whitewater. Could have a line through this inside section. Laying back a little bit through the carve, the wave dying out. Here's our first look. With 16 minutes and 15 seconds to go, Bino Lopes utilizing his priority. Gets on the open face. No worries, Bino Lopes. Solid surfing. Again, not, whoa! Gabriel Medina trying to crank the volume knob to 11. Gets pinched on the backside tube ride, but back to Bino Lopes. Question the flare side of things. But I'm sure he's got airs in his arsenal.
We watch the tube skills on the backhand. It's just tough. You try to sometimes stuff yourself in there when there's it looks like the opportunity, but then all of a sudden it shuts down just as quick.
This guy is a wave magnet. O'Neal Massin finds himself in yet another gem. Sunset has been very friendly to O'Neal Massin. Great combination of maneuvers all the way to the inside.
That you could train in Tahiti that looks like this, and there's just not that many. But look at that, the layback snap to start. Great pace to this wave, the big arc. Right to the bottom, another section, attacks the lip, so 3 different styles of turns there, good variety.
It's like a giant lowers right.
And you see a layback here, so he gets that back arm back, pushes the fins, and then just nice pace. Now we get to look at Nathan Florence. This is a wave that's not quite as good. Had a lot of rips on the face.
And was that the first wave of the set? Is that the reason why that wave was a little bouncy?
And then you saw Bino's on the next one. It's a little smoother. You know, you get the rip moving through the lineup. And that's what causes those first waves of the set to have those chunks in it. A little harder to surf.
Dina has an 8.03 and a 4.6. Here's how O'Neal Massin has been banking those big scores.
I mean, look at this. This solid set wave, so smooth. Oh, just unfortunate there.
Almost so cool.
It was, almost. And then we see Gabriel Medina from the off the point, actually. You can see that way in that shallower water now starting to slow up. Just looking for that steeper wall. There he finds it with the final move. He hangs on. And then Nathan Florence. So again, once these sets come, there's a little slow period in between, but once they get there, he finds a little tube time. He's in it, pumping through it.
Come out.
Really deep. I mean, that was excellent skills. Just the wave didn't allow him to escape out of it. Then Bino, another set wave again. So all 4 competitors picking up bigger waves. You know, Bino just getting a little caught behind on that second maneuver. Pin dive. You know, Gabriel could sometimes get flustered, you know, and I think he can feel it. I mean, an example being, we'll get back to that.
Nathan Florence. Nice deep bottom turn straight up into the lip. Pushing a little too hard.
And sometimes I think mentally he gets a little hurried, you know, and his surfing gets a little hurried because he's trying to do more than he probably has to. And then you can see that. Portugal, I think we saw that, where he was trying to just pack in turns and didn't look relaxed. It was just something where he was hurried. And so mentally, I think that's something where he could probably work on that, not let anything phase him.
No,
as we watch,
right?
Yeah, watch the big tail throw there from Nathan Florence.
14 seconds to go. He could be watching this heat slip away right in front of his eyes.
The agony. There it is. It's done. That's his season. You know what? He still has a chance. Still.
Would you say, what, 1 in 20?
Oh, I'd say it's better than that. It's better than that. I mean, it depends on how many guys you got left in the draw behind him, right?
Well, no doubt Al Hunt now is back in his office doing some math, trying to figure out what does Bino need to happen.
He finished 3rd, which means it'll gain 100 points to his total. So he's not going to move anywhere on the rankings, but he did gain 100 points.
But we will see how this all shakes out towards the end of the day. Gabriel Medina and O'Neil Massin